Hello and welcome to day 3 of the UVC Championship Tournament. Wow, what past 2 days we've had at the John A. Paulson Center. Four matches, and 2 of those matches went to 5 sets. We also had a upset match. We had number 5, New Paltz, taking down number 4, St. John Fisher. Regardless, in the championship match today, we have number 1 ranked NYU against number 2 seed Nazareth. The NYU Violets are coming in with a 24-0 undefeated record after they defeated New Paltz yesterday afternoon. It was a 3-1. Lucas Oshetsky coming in with 17 kills and 2 aces. Emerson Evans on top of that with 19 and 4 aces. Zach Knudsen, who is averaging just over 2 digs per set, dug 3.5 that match, so he was a critical part of that win as well. NYU Violets number 1 seed also hosting. We are at the John A. Paulson Center. What a match Nazareth had as well last night. 5-setter. Chloe, can you tell me a little bit about that match?
Yeah, Nazareth, they really fought. Vassar and them were back and forth the entire game. Owen Wickens came up big for them, 18 kills for him. AJ Berta got himself a double-double with assists and digs. The freshman, Orion Murphy, 5 aces on the night. Just shows they're applying pressure from all sorts of cylinders, coming in ready to play it out.
Should be a very exciting match. Again, the number 1 seed taking on number 2, number 1 in the nation in AVCA polls, Nazareth at number 15. Yeah, a lot of volleyball left to play. The winner of this match will get an automatic NCAA bid, an opportunity to play in the postseason next week. We'll be right back with the starting lineups. Hello, and we're back with the starting lineups. We'll start off with number 2 seed Nazareth.
For the Golden Flyers, Owen Wickens, outside hitter. AJ Berta, setter. Alex Bertino, outside hitter. Max Stuver, right side. Ryan Murphy, middle blocker. Andrew Bodensteiner, middle blocker. And at libero, Bodie Groff. Also in the jersey, Gavin Sweet.
And now for the number 1 seed, NYU, also the host of this tournament. We have number 5, Devin Wynn, setter. Lucas Oshetsky at outside. Luke Boyer also at outside. Buddy Cohen at middle. Rye Kagan at middle. Emerson Evans at right side. And in the jersey, we have Zach Knutson and Dylan Shu. My name is Uni Park.
I'm Chloe Hines.
And we will be your broadcasters for today's UVC championship match. Again, the winner of this match gets an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament next week. NYU Violets, number 1 AVCA Coaches Bowl. They're the only team remaining in the nation to be undefeated, 24-0. The last time these two teams matched up, NYU was able to sweep the Golden Flyers. And we have Zach Knutson in blue, number 4, UVC Libero of the Year. We have Devin Wynn at number 5, UVC Player of the Year at just a sophomore. And we have Coach Jose Pina, UVC Coach of the Year. We were actually able to interview him before the game, kind of asking him on his thoughts on receiving this award in such a talented pool of teams and coaches. And he really took no kudos to himself. He gave it all to his team, saying that they've done the work, they've done the job, they've won the matches and afforded him to get the award. And he mentioned that at the end of the day, it's all about the student athletes and how the guys represent the university. He is so proud of what a great job he's done with this group of boys. Also, Coach Pina and Coach Wickens on the other side, childhood friends since they were 8 years old.
Looking at Nazareth in the black jerseys, had a long 5-set match against a higher AVCA-ranked Vassar team last night. Wickens led their charge with 18 kills. He was followed closely by Bertino with 15 and Andrew Bodensteiner with 7. Ryan Murphy led the team in aces with 5. He also got 4 blocks for himself. Bodensteiner followed him with 3 blocks of his own.
And with that, we're just about ready to get started off with the championship match. Looks like the Golden Flyers, has the first serve of the match. Boyer with a stuff block, outside to Wickens. Win with a dig. Out of system set back to Boyer. And that's a kill. Off-speed shot to the middle back.
Evans back to serve for the Violets. He'll float it in, passed up. Set outside to Wickens. Wynn will go back to Evans out of the back row. Off the block, dug up by Bertino. Berto go back to Stuver, dug up to Boyer. Over the block, and that's down.
2 kills off 2 points for Boyer. Wow. mixing up his shots. The first one was an off-speed shot to middle back. The second one, a two-handed set over, results in a kill.
Evans still at the line for NYU. Off the net, Berta will go on the slide to Murphy. He hammers that cross court. Ryan Murphy getting it started for Nazareth.
Both setters on each team wearing number 5. That's Berta back to serve.
Passed by Boyer, overpass, free ball chance. Stuver dug up by Evans. Wynn will go outside to Boyer. Cross court off the block, dug up by Groff. Berta will go to the Bertino out of the back row. He puts that away.
The Golden Flyers really bringing out the energy and the offensive grit here in the first couple of points.
Berta still at the line for Nazareth. Spun over to Oshetsky. Win will go to Boyer on the outside. Off the block. And Nazareth unable to make that dig. Boyer gets his third kill of the match at just 3 points for the Violets. He's at the line now.
100% of the kills of the points that NYU has right now.
Passed by Bertino. Berta will go outside to Stuver. Off the block, dug up by Boyer. Win. Outside to Oshetsky. Does a little 4-4 shot. Wickens tries to get the over on 2, goes into the net. His team unable to get it over after that.
Great defensive read there by Groff. I mean, he was there in the 4 area to pick up that ball.
Groff with the pass, and Boyer will get himself the first ace of the match.
Violets with an early lead here in the first set, 5-3. They're 5-2, apologies. They're up by 3.
Serve trickles on the net. Berta tries to go to Murphy in the middle, unable to make that connection on that. Gives the Violets a 4-point lead.
A little error heavy on the side of the Golden Flyers early on.
Served by Boyer, lands in the net. And Wickens will head to the line for the Flyers.
Wickens, you'll be hearing a lot of his name this afternoon. He's leading the Golden Flyers in kills, digs, and aces.
Serve lands short into the net. Tchaikovsky will come in as a serving specialist for the Violets.
Again, Pina is not really one to make a lot of substitution, but this is one he'll make every time. Tchaikovsky doing such a great job for the Violets at just a first year. Oshetsky aggressive at the net. Oh my God, stuff blocked straight down by Buddy Cohen. Shuts down Wickens early. Insane play there. Gives the Violets the energy. The stands love that one. What a block by Cohen.
Tchaikovsky's serve trickles on the net. Buddy Cohen
again slams it straight down. What a force he is at the net. Forces an early timeout call. Only 12 points here in the first set. First timeout called by Coach Wickens. Buddy Cohen, back-to-back blocks for him. He's a senior middle blocker. I can anticipate the seniors on the Violets are feeling a little bit extra energy tonight. Apologies, this afternoon. Could potentially be the last time that they are playing in their own home gym. They're also fighting, both teams are fighting for a bid in the NCAA tournament. Nazareth, a little bit error heavy on the first couple points. I mean, this is one of the best blocking teams in the nation. They're going to have to find another way around if they want to be able to score those points more efficiently. Yesterday, they struggled a little bit as well against the Vassar block. Vassar doubling the amount of blocks that they've got on them. But the Golden Flyers have such gritty defense, and Berta did such a great job dishing out the ball to his offensive system. They were able to secure that win, secure a spot in today's match. With that, we're out of the timeout. Tchaikovsky back to serve. The Violets are up by 6.
Tchaikovsky gets himself an ace.
Service ace. Coach Jose Pina likes that one. It's a tough spot to be in to serve out of a timeout, especially because you have a little bit of a break, a little bit of a momentum break. Regardless, Tchaikovsky comes out. Service ace for the Violets, 10-3.
Served by Tchaikovsky, goes long.
Great run by him regardless.
Bodensteiner checks in for the Flyers as Murphy goes back to serve. Murphy proved yesterday how big of a force he can be from the back line, leading his team in aces in that semifinal match. Ball goes to Boyer, who overpasses it. Murphy takes that free ball to go to the middle. Bodensteiner just over the block. And the Flyers are working their way back. Murphy, another serve, this time to Knutson. Win will go to Oshetsky on the outside. Bit too powerful, goes wide. Makes this game 4 points. And Murphy continuing another one of his runs.
Great communication there by Evans. The ball goes a little long. It looked a little in from up here, but the line just calls it out. Point goes to the Violets.
Win back to serve for New York. Wickens with the pass. Berta will go to the middle. Andrew Bodensteiner. Big swings out of the middle today. Win will go back to Oshetsky on the right side. Hits that ball deep cross court. Oshetsky, big source of points for the Violets wherever he is, outside right side, on the service line, or hitting out of the back row. He seems to be able to just put the ball away.
Oshetsky ranked nationally for aces. Back to serve.
Ball goes long. Bertino will head back for Nazareth.
Looks like Oshetsky is taking a little bit to warm up in this match. He missed his first swing, missed his serve, but certainly we will be seeing a lot of power swings from him.
Win will go outside to Boyer. Great step by Win. Boyer's rejected. He'll go back to Evans. Evans tips it off the block. Wickens sends the free ball, passed by Knutson, outside to Boyer. Off the block, and Boyer gets his 4th kill of the match. Luke Boyer, a little bit of a quieter player for NYU, still gets his fair share of their points. Really coming up strong in today's championship match.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday we saw him struggling a little bit just in terms of shots and keeping the ball in, but he is really showing up in the first set for the Violets here.
Matthew Warder serving now.
tooled that time off Boyer.
It's Max Stuver collecting the kill. Brendan O'Brien now checking in as a serving specialist for Bodensteiner. The sophomore out of Syracuse, New York, saw a little bit of action yesterday. Serve goes in the net. He'll head back out as Groff checks in. Evans to the back line.
4 aces for Evans yesterday. He just has such a wicked floater that is extremely tough to pass.
They'll go back to Murphy on the slide.
That slide is absolutely working for them. That's the second one in this first set.
Ryan Murphy. Berta with the serve. Great pass by Oshetsky. They'll go back to Evans. Flies out of the back row to get that kill.
That set looked a little low. Evans, nonetheless, gets a kill. By the way, 19 kills in yesterday's match against New Paltz.
Boyer at the line for NYU. Passed by Bertino. Berta will go to Murphy in the middle. He's rejected at the net. It's Rye Kagan.
Kagan, wow. Again, this is the Violets are nationally ranked number 3 in the nation for blocks per set. They're going to have to find another round. Kagan, one of the best middle blockers in the country.
Served by Boyer, a little too powerful. Goes long. And Wickens will be at the line for Nazareth. Pass by Boyer, win will go on the back one to Kagan, dug up by Wickens. Got over. Oshetsky on the outside off the block, another dig by Wickens. Berta will go back to Stuver. Finds the line, and there's gonna be a net violation called on the Violets. Stuver getting that kill regardless. Great read by Stuver, noticing the block a little bit too inside, turning it down the line there.
Yeah, great defense by Wickens as well. He's actually leading the team in dig at 230. They're out digging the libero.
Dig by Boyer. Win will go outside to Oshetsky, a little low. He recycles it back to Evans out of the back row.
Evans,
he finds the back line.
That's his signature line shot. Extremely hard to dig. Paints the end line. Not quite line, not quite angle. A tough ball to read. Kudos to Evans there. Out of the back row as well. Tchaikovsky checks back in to serve. Up by 5. I think we can anticipate a little bit of confidence behind the serve.
Berta to the middle, and Murphy, deep tip. Great spot by Ryan Murphy, showing you don't need to be swinging full power all the time. He'll go to the back line. And Buddy Cohen's now in for the Violets. Great serve by Murphy, gets himself an ace. Nothing out of the ordinary for him.
Number 11, Murphy. Looks like a little bit of a miscommunication there. A late call between Boyer and Knudsen. Great placement on the serve. Once again, tough ball. Emerson chases that down. Murphy with the service runs. Usually considered one of the weaker rotations as you have no libero in the match, but Murphy is holding down the service line. That seam between Knudsen and Boyer is struggling a little bit right now.
Murphy's serve goes a little bit long. Great run by him. Wynn will head back to serve as Evans returns to the front row for the Violets. Bodensteiner back in the front row for Nazareth. Pass by Groff. Berta is going to go to Wickens in the back row. Great dig by Knudsen. The Violets unable to get a second touch on it. Amazing swing by Wickens, very smart. He saw the block, able to manipulate the ball with his hand.
Yeah, Wickens, first team all UVC for the 5th year in a row. He's a graduate student, has been receiving that award since he was a first year.
Buddy Cohen out of the middle, big swing.
Buddy Cohen really showing up for the Violets these last couple matches. Again, in the beginning of the season, we saw him struggling a little bit with his connection with Wynn. A lot more tips, a lot more off-speed shots. Now he's slamming the ball straight down for the Violets, becoming a more effective offensive weapon for NYU.
Oshetsky at the service line. Serve goes long. Bertino back to serve for the Golden Flyers.
Wickens back in the front row for Nazareth.
Buddy Cohen
once again. Wow. He is really showing up for his team in this first set. Already had 3 kills as a middle blocker. Mind you, he also had 2 stuff blocks straight down earlier on in this set. Matthew Warder.
Big serve by Warder. They'll go out of the back row. Bertino tips it over. Dug by Evans. Wynn will go outside to Boyer. Down the line.
Ooh, great call there. Misses by just a hair. Great no-looky shot by Boyer. It looks like the block was anticipating for it to go cross court. Second timeout called by the Golden Flyers. The Golden Flyers are at a 4-point deficit. They're hitting a 238, a little bit less efficiently. The Violets are hitting a 417. In terms of volleyball, I think as a team, hitting anything above a 250 is considered a very effective offensive system. But the Violets are able to hold it down at 400. We have Luke Boyer leading the Violets at 5 kills already. Haven't even wrapped up the first set here. Cohen, we've seen a lot of great swings by him. For the Golden Flyers, Murphy really showing up. We've seen a lot of slide attacks. Hopefully we see Berta kind of dishing out and running his offensive system a little bit more effectively against the number 3 block in the nation. We can expect Nazareth to come out with a lot of fire as they fought in a 5-setter just last night in order to secure a spot to play this afternoon.
Border still with the serve now for New York. Great serve to Wickens. We'll go to the middle. Bodensteiner puts that ball away. Bodensteiner flying high above the block of the Violets. Able to get that ball down. He'll head back to the line. Kagan and Murphy both checking into the front row. Bodensteiner's serve into the net.
The Violets are a team that you can't give any free points to because they will take advantage and capitalize on that. Point goes to the Violets. Evans back to serve.
Berta will go to Murphy on the slide.
Ooh, Boyer able to get a touch on that ball this time after Murphy slammed the last 2 straight into the ground. Nonetheless, tooled results in the point of the Golden Flyers.
We don't really see the slide as much in the men's game, but it's been very effective for Berta and Murphy, having that connection.
Yeah, especially
catching the Violets off guard.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when your offensive system is spread out like that. When you have one going behind and one in front, really tough to block. What a rally! Triple block covered by Knutson. Point goes to the Violets. Net violation on Wickens.
Luke Boyer serving. They'll go to the Wickens on the right side.
Knutson. A lot of net violations here in the first set. Great diving play by Knutson. It looked like he almost dove twice. He read the first tip and was able to react twice to that ball. UVC Libero of the Year, well deserved. Wickens back to serve.
Passed by Oshetsky, win. Go to Kagan in the middle. Floats that ball just out.
The call is reversed. Point goes to the Golden Flyers. Looks like that swing went a little wide by Kagan.
Wickens at the line for Nazareth. Boyer with the pass, win. Gonna dump it over.
Oh my goodness, he is so smart with that. That is your UVC co-player of the year at just a sophomore. What a decision by him. That puts NYU at game point. The score is now 24-21. Incredible dump. There was no anticipation on the side of the Golden Flyers for that ball. What a play.
Tchaikovsky with the serve. Groff's gonna pass that. Berta's gonna go to the middle and Murphy dug up by Wynn. Handset by Tchaikovsky. Berta's gonna go back to Stuver. Dug up by Tchaikovsky to Oshetsky on the outside.
Ooh. Tooled off the hands of Stuver. That was Oshetsky. And the Violets take the first set 25-21. They're the #1 seed coming in. Regardless, expecting the Golden Flyers to come back with a lot of energy. They played a 5-setter match against Vassar. They were able to upset Vassar in terms of national ranking. They're coming in as number 15. NYU Violets ranked #1. And we'll be right back to start off the second set of the championship match. And we are out of the first set break. The Violets took the first one, 25-21. They're up 1-0 in terms of sets. Still a lot of volleyball left to play for the Golden Flyers here. Comparing the stats a little bit, the NYU Violets hitting a 375, the Golden Flyers hitting a 306. They're pretty neck and neck in terms of kills and digs. It looks like the Violets are out blocking the Golden Flyers. It seemed like in the first set, especially towards the beginning, Nazareth was struggling a little bit with their serve receive and running offense, getting through the block of the Violets. They were really able to turn it back around. Just losing the first set in a 4-point deficit, we can expect them to come out with a lot of fire the second set. Matthew Warder back to serve for the Violets to start off set number 2.
Groff with the pass. Stuver setting. Warder's going to go high line, dug up by Bertino. Stuver is going to go outside.
Oh, stuff block by Evans. Wickens is shut down. What a block.
Warder's serve goes into the net, and Berta heads to the line for Nazareth. Violets to go back to Evans, who tools the block, finds the seam in the block between Wickens and Murphy, able to hit just the right spot, and that ball flies out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like Wynn kind of set Evans up a little early. Evans able to do a lot with that ball, scoring the point for the Violets. By the way, it's just a sophomore leading the #1 team in the nation in kills, 262 coming into this match.
Evans serve into the net. Wickens heads back for the Golden Flyers. Trickles on the net, passed by Oshetsky. Wynn's gonna go to Boyer on the outside.
Ooh, what a swing, that 4-to-4 cross-court shot. Boyer really showing up for the Violets this afternoon in the championship match. His hang time allowed him to kind of get through the block and put the ball straight down on the left side of the court.
Boyer with the serve, passed by Bertino. They're gonna go to Murphy in the middle, towards the block of Kagan. And Ryan Murphy getting his 5th kill of the night, 2nd for both teams in the match in number of kills. And he's at the line now, into the net.
A rare miss by Murphy. He's been doing such a great job going on service runs for the Golden Flyers. Tchaikovsky, another great server in this match, back to serve.
Big serve by Tchaikovsky, passed by Wickens, outside to Bertino.
Lands on the other side of the net. He appears to be all good.
Looks like a net violation was called on Bertino on the swing. Maybe the follow through of that ball. Hand got caught in the net.
Wickens arguing for opposition on the call.
Ultimately lands in a Violet point, and Tchaikovsky will continue to serve. serve by Tchaikovsky, just long. Stuver at the back line. Wynn's gonna go to Oshetsky on the outside, tools the block of Berta. Lucas Oshetsky starting to heat up a little bit here for the Violets.
Yeah, I mean, so much power behind that swing. He's able to tool off the outside hand of the right side blocker. Wynn back to serve. Oshetsky with a power swing goes a little wide. A little error heavy this match after getting 17 kills yesterday afternoon. Cohen is blocked straight down that time. Not able to get through the block of Bodensteiner.
Bertino with the serve. Wynn's gonna go to Cohen again in the middle, tips it over to Wickens on the outside.
Wickens!
Big swing by Wickens. Boyer getting a touch on the dig, but Wickens just too powerful. That ball headed off Boyer into the rafters.
Owen Wickens, 350 kills on the season, 230 digs. He's actually out-digging his own libero and Zach Knutson on the other side as well, and also doubling Lucas Oshetsky's aces. Wickens is number 3 in the nation for service aces. At a graduate level, this is his last season. Checking for a nosebleed situation.
Oshetsky at the line for the Violets. Oshetsky into the net. Can't seem to get his serve going today, leading the Violets in aces.
Oshetsky also top 10 in the nation for aces. I just think Oshetsky and Boyer complement each other so well. When one is not performing up to their own standard, the other one picks up.
Joe Seliger with the serve. Wynn's gonna go outside to Boyer. Cohen tips it over. They're gonna go to Bertino out of the back row. Ooh. Bertino, tricky. Left hand finds the court, misleading all the Violets defense.
Jukes out Knutson, which is extremely hard to do on the defensive end, but I mean, that left-handed one-handed tip, unpredictable for the Violets. The Golden Flyers are actually up for the first time in a while. They're up by 2. The score is 9-7. They were really able to turn the page from the first set after losing that one 25-21. Murphy really showing up, and we're seeing a lot more of Wickens. Such a strong arm behind that graduate student. I mean, he has so much experience under his belt. This is his last and final season playing for the Golden Flyers. Boyer holding down the ground for the Violets at 6 kills and 2 digs already. Yeah, on the other side of the net for the Golden Eagles, they're playing up against one of the 2 of the best middle blockers in the nation, Rye Kagan and Buddy Cohen, leading the team each at 75 blocks apiece. Ryan Murphy leading the Golden Flyers at 55. We're out of this first timeout called by NYU. The Golden Flyers are up by 2. Early lead here in the second set.
Looks like Wickens of Nazareth has a nosebleed. He's dealing with that before we resume play again.
This is certainly not going to be an easy match for the Golden Flyers. NYU coming in number 1 in the UVC in total points, hitting percentage, kills, and assists. Good reason why they are number 1 in the nation currently. They're also number 2 in the UVC in terms of opponent hitting percentage, meaning they're able to keep the other side at a lower hitting percentage. And there it is, Cohen with a kill. After being blocked straight down by Bodensteiner, he secures the point for the Violets, lessening the deficit to just 1. Matthew Warder coming in as a serving specialist.
Big serve by Matthew Warder for the Violets. Wickens goes off the outside hand of Evans to get that tool. Makes that 10-8 Nazareth. And AJ Berta heads back to the line.
Wickens, also the son of head coach. He must be so proud. What a career he's had for the Golden Flyers. Block goes long, powerful swing by Evans. Evans, just one of 2 sophomores on the court. What a great connection he has with Wynn, UVC Player of the Year.
Pass by Bertino. Berta's gonna go to the middle, and Murphy puts that ball away. Murphy leading the Golden Flyers in kills with 6, tied for the most in this match with Boyer on NYU. Wickens with the serve. Pass by Oshetsky, going to Kagan in the middle. Wickens gets that dig. Bertino's gonna free ball it over. Opportunity for the Violets here. They're gonna go outside to Boyer. He's rejected, covered by Knudsen. Boyer again on the outside. Off-speed shot off the hands of Stuver. And Boyer ends that rally.
The trust in Wynn to go back to the same player that wasn't able to get the kill the first time is incredible. Great coverage there by Knudsen. He's all over the back line, giving opportunity after opportunity for the Violets. And that lands in. What an energetic point. Great defensive grit there. They stuck with it. They got a point. Murphy back to serve.
Violets looking a little too comfortable after that first set victory. Gonna have to turn it around here in the second. Pass by Evans. Wynn is gonna go to him out of the back row. Dug up by Berta. Wickens steps into set. Free ball by Nazareth. Outside to Oshetsky.
Oshetsky, wow, there it is. Cross court, hard driven swing again. It's gonna be really difficult to score points if we're handing out free balls to the #1 team in the nation. Tchaikovsky back to serve.
Berta is gonna go to Bertino on the outside, and Bertino.
That deep corner shot, really tough ball to dig. Stuver back to serve.
Violets mopping up some sweat on the court by Boyer's effort to the swing from Bertino.
The Golden Flyers are able to maintain their lead. They're up by 2. The score is 13-11. The Violets are trailing despite winning the first set 25-21.
Served by Stuver, a little long. Violets play it, and Evans
with the Langle shot. That'll score every time. I mean, he had trouble a little bit yesterday afternoon with that shot just because the Hawks, New Paltz Hawks, has done such a great job scouting that shot. Regardless, yesterday he switched it up, went cross court, and scored 19 kills for his team. But it looks like this Langle shot is really working out for him this match. The Golden Flyers are going to have to find a way to defend that ball. Evans now in the front row, Wynn back to serve. Ooh. What a set. Berta takes that ball, chucks it out.
Stuver with that set.
Yeah, apologies. That was Stuver, not the setter on the court right now. Regardless, runs a crazy play, scores the point for Nazareth. Cohen once again. That's the shot they've been working on all season, really paying off in the UVC championships here. Cohen with his 5th kill as a middle blocker.
Oshetsky, another serve into the net, still struggling to get it going.
Yeah, I mean, very high risk, high reward server back there. As much as he aces a lot of the time, just with how powerful and aggressive his serves are, he's going to miss a couple here and there.
Wynn's going to go back to Evans. Outside to Wickens. Dug up by Knutson. Wynn's going again to Evans. Hammers that ball cross court. Stuver unable to make the dig. Evans collects another kill for himself as Warder comes in to serve for Cohen.
Evans just a sophomore. He has 2 years left. Already making a significant impact. UVC second team, Emerson Evans.
Big serve by Warder. Out of the back row, it's Bertino. Wynn is gonna go to Oshetsky out of the back row. Stuver tries to get an arm on that, but Oshetsky gets himself his 6th kill.
Wynn jukes out the blockers of the Golden Flyers. It looked like the middle was running at the same time. Great synchronized attack there, Oshetsky with the kill. Ooh, missed serve, went long that time. The Violets are struggling a little bit here to close this gap and take the lead. They're still behind by 1 point, 15-16.
Big serve by Berta, passed handily by Oshetsky, and Kagan is rejected in the middle by Alex Murphy.
Yeah, Kagan, number 4 in the nation for hitting percentage. You certainly won't be seeing a lot of him missing, but Murphy with the block.
Kagan with a touch.
Knutson diving all the way across the court to right back to get that ball up for his team. Misses long. The trust. Ooh, call is reversed. Touch on that ball. Boyer is arguing against it. The ref is insisting that he saw a touch on the ball. Point goes to the Golden Flyers. They're up by 3 now. The Violets really struggling here a little bit in the second set.
serve by Berta is passed by Boyer. They go to Oshetsky in the back row. He gets the kill.
They put up a triple block for Oshetsky. He's able to get through it nonetheless. 2-point deficit now. Evans back to serve.
Served by Evans is passed by Wickens. They're going to go to the middle. And Rai Kagan, one-arm Kong block.
That is just incredible athleticism there. Number 24 in the nation for blocks. One of the best middle blockers in the UVC. Wow, just to put one hand there and the accuracy to land that ball on the other side.
Berta is going to go to Bertino in the back row, dug up by Wynn. Oshetsky is going to set Boyer. He's rejected, covered by Knutson. They're going to go to Evans out of the back row.
Ooh.
Evans!
What a shot. Just finds that deep corner. The accuracy in his swing is incredible and unmatched. Forces a timeout. We're all tied up at 18-18 here. The Violets have spent this entire set trailing. Now we're all tied up. 7 points to go for both teams. How about Zach Knutson back there, UVC Libero of the Year. He is doing such a fantastic job covering for his team, preventing the stuff blocks of the Golden Flyers. I mean, the Violets doubling the blocks of the Golden Flyers, and a big part of that is Knutson sliding in to cover his hitters. A great teammate. Earlier on, we also saw him diving all the way across the court. He is a left back player. He dug a ball all the way in the right back, giving his team another opportunities. Libero is often overlooked. Same with Groff on the side of the Golden Eagles. He's been doing such a fantastic job holding down serve receive, giving his teammates an opportunity to attack the ball, contributing to the .296 hitting percentage. Zach Knutson contributing to the .377 hitting percentage of the Violets. Knutson, also a senior, one of his last matches in Paulson. Kudos to both liberos on each team. We're all tied up here at 18-18. A lot closer than the first set. Coming out of this timeout, the momentum is on the Violet side after Emerson Evans got a kill in the back left corner of the court. Now he's in the back row. Wynn is in the front row. Emerson Evans back to serve out of this timeout.
Passed by Bertino. Berta gonna go to Stuver on the outside. Looking for a touch, but the ball is called out. The Violets will take the lead.
A little error heavy here towards the end of the set as we're winding down into the 20s. Error management is going to be extremely important for both teams here.
One-arm scoop. Evans out of the back row. They're going to go to Murphy in the middle. Murphy finds the space between Boyer's block and the net, able to funnel it in there.
Murphy, a first year, by the way, doing an incredible job for the number 2 seed, Nazareth. All tied up at 19 apiece.
Wickens with the serve. Serve's going to go long. Props to Boyer there, following the ball, making that call. Good eye.
Yeah, Wickens also a high risk, high reward server, number 3 in the nation for service aces. Boyer back to serve for the Violets, up by 1, 20-19.
Passed by Bertino. Berta's going to go back to Stuver. Down the line, dug up by Knutson. Wins going outside to Oshetsky. Rejected at the net.
Oh my goodness.
Cover by Knutson. They're going to Emerson Evans.
finds that deep corner again. Incredible effort by Knutson. Wow. Emerson Evans really able to secure that kill. The Golden Flyers not able to dig or block that ball. Incredible effort there by the libero of the Violets. Service ace. Oh my goodness, the Violets have completely turned the page, able to secure a 3-point lead, forces the second timeout called by the Golden Flyers. Nazareth struggling a little bit in terms of siding out. I mean, we talked a little bit about how Oshetsky was struggling with his swings a little bit, but regardless, looking at the stats, he is just one behind Boyer at 7 kills and 2 digs. Boyer at 8 kills, 2 digs. Despite being the #1 team in the nation, there is no one on the Violets ranked in the top 50 for kills per set, and that's how spread out their offense is, and that's how much of a fantastic job Wynn has been doing at just a sophomore. Coming out of this timeout, the Violets were able to reach 20. The score is 22-19. Let's see if Nazareth is able to turn the tide here a little bit. They were leading for a lot of the second set. NYU bringing the energy. The momentum is certainly on their side for this second set. 3 points to go for the Violets. Boyer back to serve.
Serve by Boyer goes to Groff. Bird is going to go outside to Bertino. Dug up by Boyer. Wins running that down, going outside to Oshetsky. Rejected at the net.
Knutson not able to cover that one. Such a great block by Murphy here.
Stuver also got the bulk of that. Great close.
Great timeout called by head coach Wickens. His boys really able to turn the page out of that stuff block. Off the face, able to keep it in play. Point goes to the Violets. Kudos to them for playing that ball, preventing the ace. Tchaikovsky checks in to serve. 2 points to go.
Served by Tchaikovsky's pass by Wickens. Stuver on the right side, dug up by Tchaikovsky. Oshetsky on the outside, off the hands, dig by Wickens.
Diving play by Boyer. Great touch there by Evans. I mean, the swing was just too strong. Great turn there down the line on the outside. Substitution made. Stuver back to serve. We're in the 20s now, 23-21. The Golden Flyers are trailing by 2 points.
Tristan Henderson checking in to play some right side. It looks like Stuver will set as Berta headed off to the bench. From the outside, Bertino dug up by Oshetsky. Win is going to go back row. Evans dug by Wickens. Outside again to Bertino. Bertino off the hands of Cohen.
Great game IQ there by Bertino. He rolls a shot right in front of Oshetsky, taking Oshetsky out of the offensive line, forcing the ball to go to Evans.
Served by Stuver, passed by Oshetsky. Win is going to go to Oshetsky on the outside.
Net call gives game point to the Violets. Win back to serve. A little bit lucky for the Violets. Oshetsky missed the tip a little short, but the point goes to the Violets on a net violation.
Win with the serve. Passed by Bertino, gonna go to him on the right side, rolled over.
Ooh, Knudsen attempts a kick save. Not quite able to get the ball up. 24-23, very close match. 1 point to go for the Violets. One side out, and they take the second set. 2 points to go for the Golden Flyers.
Bertino at the line.
Ooh, dug up by his foot. Not quite able to get it over the net. A little bit of a miscommunication mishap. Great serve here by Bertino. Jose Pina standing up for that one. The score is a little tight here. 24-24, the next 2 points. Takes the second set.
Pass by Knudsen. Win is going to go to Oshetsky on the right side.
And takes the sideline. Point goes to the Violets. The crowd loves that one. 1 point advantage for the Violets. Oshetsky struggling a little bit towards the beginning of the match, is now leading the game in kills. He is back to serve now. He is ranked nationally for service aces.
Been a little bit of a slow start to serving for him. See if he can get it going with the Violets at set point.
And there it is. What a serve. Straight down. Set number 2 goes to the Violets by 2 points. Kudos to the Golden Flyers for really turning it around after that first set, but they come a little short on the second set. They are on their last life here. The Violets are up 2-0 in terms of sets. One more set to go for the Violets to secure an NCAA bid to play next weekend. We will be right back to start off the third set. we are coming out of the second set break. That second set was extremely close. The Golden Flyers were actually leading for the majority of that set. The Violets, regardless, able to turn the page and win by 2 points. The score is 26-24. Very characteristics of a championship match. Very competitive here. Kudos to Oshetsky for really turning it around. The first set, he was struggling a little bit in terms of hitting errors and serving errors. Came back this second set, is now leading the match in kills. Yesterday as well, he recorded 17 kills, 2 aces for his team in 4 sets. Emerson Evans also at 9 kills. Led the team yesterday, 19 kills at just a sophomore. The Golden Flyers, Murphy is a standout, stuff blocks and great plays in the middle. The Golden Flyers are on their last life here. If they don't win this set, the national bid to the NCAA tournament automatically goes to the Violets. We can anticipate the seniors to give a lot on their home court. We have Buddy Coleman, Lucas Oshetsky, Luke Boyer, Ry Kagan, Zach Knutson. Coach Jose Pina deemed this class to be one of the most successful in NYU men's volleyball history. You can see them giving a lot in this game. Missed serve to start off the third set. Tough position to be in when you're down on your last life. Win back to serve for the Violets.
Wynn serves a little wide. And Stuver heads back to the line for the Golden Flyers. Stuver serves Boyer. Wynn is going to go to Evans on the outside. Tools the block.
What a utility player. That's a right side hitter. Just got a kill on the outside off the hands of Murphy.
Oshetsky at the line for the Violets. Serve by Oshetsky is long.
Couple missed serves this match. Point goes to the Golden Flyers. Wickens back to serve. Great pass there. Evans. Wickens back to serve once again. Number 3 in the nation for service aces per set. Graduate student on his last season. Knutson with a perfect pass. Wynn runs a little bit of a back set in the back row. Oshetsky is there to slam the ball down. What a utility player. At the beginning of the season, we didn't see it as much, Oshetsky out of the back row, but they've really nailed down that connection. A weapon for the Violets.
Warder to serve for New York. Great serve by Warder off the ceiling.
Ooh, goes wide outside of the antenna. Point goes to the Violets. Ooh, a little bit of a miscommunication That was Stuver with the hands. Serving specialist Matthew Warder in to serve for Cohen. What a serve. Ooh, the Violets are arguing for that ball to be in. Back row attack by Oshetsky goes long. Murphy back to serve.
Murphy's serve goes just long, and Evans will head back for the Violets. To the middle, Bodensteiner tools the block of Kagan and Wynn.
Kagan does not like that one. As one of the best middle blockers in the nation, it must be frustrating to get tooled.
Bodensteiner's 5th kill of the match. Great number for a middle blocker.
Oh, saved outside the antenna. Ref calls it out. I think you have to play that ball not under the net. It would have been fine if Wynn went around the pole, but it looks like he went to the other side of the court. Point for the Golden Flyers. Oh my goodness, the accuracy in his swing. He takes them off, is able to paint the end line there. Emerson Evans with the kill. I can't imagine kind of defending on that, on the side of the Golden Flyers. You don't know what's going to come from Emerson, a hard-driven swing or an off-speed shot. Such a versatile player at just a sophomore for the Violets. Luke Boyer back to serve.
Big serve by Boyer, passed by Wickens. Stuver gonna go to Wickens out of the back row, dug up by Evans. Knutson into the... Knutson makes an effort into the chairs of the Violets staff, but the Violets unable to get the 3rd ball over. It's Bertino at the line for Nazareth. Pass by Boyer, Wynn, going to Kagan on the back one.
An under call made on Rye Kagan. Point goes to the Golden Flyers. Rye Kagan, usually a offensive leader for the Violets, has no kills yet in the 3rd set. Oshetsky shut down at the net. That is Stuver with the block. The Golden Flyers are up by 2, early lead in the 3rd set. They're playing with a lot of fire. They're down to their last life in this championship game. Evans. Oh my goodness, how does he keep doing that? He took some speed off. That ball goes cross court this time, scores once again for the Violets.
Tchaikovsky in to serve for the Violets.
What a serve. Ooh. Misses just long. Great serve there by Tchaikovsky. Really excited to see his career take off. At just the first year, he's done such an incredible job for the Violets. We've seen him a couple times at the beginning of the season in the libero jersey. Seamless transition, although he's not in the jersey tonight.
Big serve by Tchaikovsky. Bird is going to go to Wickens on the outside, tools the block of Wynn.
O'Brien in to serve for the Golden Flyers.
Oshetsky with the pass. Wynn's going to give it back to him, and Oshetsky hammers that ball down.
There he is. After being blocked straight down on his last swing, secures a kill. This time around, the confidence as a senior is incredible. Great kill there. He's at 11 now.
Wynn with the serve. Passed by Groff. Berta going to go to the middle, and Murphy. Rejected by Cohen. Wickens on the outside, kept alive. Boyer is going to take a swing out of the back row. He's rejected. Knutson out of system set.
Oh,
Knutson!
How exciting. Oh, my goodness. Over on 2, dumped by the libero. The crowd loves that one. Libero getting a kill is always so exciting. Jose Pina stands up for that one. Ooh, the Golden Flyers were not quite prepared for that ball. Win back to serve.
Outside to Wickens is rejected.
Evans, stop block.
Evans with a little bit of a stare down there against Wickens, getting competitive here.
Back-to-back phenomenal plays for the Violets. Forced timeout.
We'll be right back after this timeout.
Coming out of this timeout called by the Golden Flyers, it looked like the Flyers had the lead for a little bit. The Violets were able to really turn the page here with a jump set dump from the libero, Zach Knutson, and a stuffed block from Emerson Evans. The Violets are up 12-10 now. Another stuffed block, Lucas Oshetsky straight down. Tough position to be in as a Golden Flyer. We're down here in terms of sets 2-0, and in terms of score as well. Back-to-back blocks for the Violets.
Win with the serve. Out of system set to Wickens. One arm dug. Evans puts the ball away.
He is having an afternoon in this match. Every single ball that he's hit in the last couple of points have resulted in a kill.
To Murphy in the middle, dug up by Knutson. Boyer out of the back row, tips it short, dug by Groff. Berta gonna go back to Stuver, another dig by Knutson. Win is gonna go back to Evans. Dug up by Berta, out of system set to Wickens. Down the line, just out. Great read by Win.
5 points ahead here now in the third set, 15-10. Some unforced errors by the Golden Flyers.
They're gonna bring in Josh Weaver for AJ Berta. Looks like Stuver is gonna take over setting. Everything just seems to be going in way of the Violets right now.
Yeah, what a packed house we have this afternoon for the championship match. A lot of Violets fans in the stands. Attempts the slide that was working in the first set, misses that time. a 6-point lead now here, just 9 points away from securing the NCAA bid.
Looks like Wickens is talking to the official a little bit about that play.
Wickens got heated a little bit last night as well. The Golden Flyers got a yellow card in the match against Vassar.
Win with the serve, passed up by Wickens. Stuver gonna go to Wickens on the right side. No one up on him. Boyer digs him on an open net. Boyer's gonna try to put away into the net.
One-handed open palm dig, misses his swing into the net. Point goes to the Golden Flyers.
It's Stuver at the line for Nazareth. Passed up by Oshetsky. Wynn's gonna go to the middle. Buddy Cohen just out.
He's been a little quieter in that second set. Good to see him back and swinging in this third. Misses just wide. 4-point deficit for the Golden Flyers in this third set.
Stuver spins it just into the net.
At this point in the game, we're winding down here in the championship match. It's really important that the Golden Flyers really minimize on their unforced errors, not giving the Violets any free points. Oshetsky, top 10 in the nation for aces, back to serve.
Big serve by Oshetsky, and there he is.
Service ace.
Let's see if Oshetsky can do it again. Another rip, and he does.
There he is. We were looking for him a little bit towards the beginning of the match. He was missing some serves, but he really pulls through at the end of matches. I mean, yesterday too against New Paltz, towards the end, he had back-to-back aces, and there he is, top 10 in the country for aces. This is the last timeout call by head coach of the Golden Flyers. They're really winding down on their last life here in the third set. It's really now or never. They're down by 7 points. NYU just 6 points away from securing the bid. Coach Jose Pena with a smile on his face, leading the #1 team in the nation. That's the UVC Coach of the Year. And in blue, #4, we have UVC Libero of the Year. #5, Devin Wynn, UVC Player of the Year. No more timeouts for the Golden Flyers. It's really up to the players on the court now to turn the tide and take the set from the Violets if they want an opportunity at the bid to play in the postseason. Following this match, there will be an award ceremony for the most valuable player in this UVC tournament, so stick around for that. And with that, we're out of the final timeout opportunity for the Golden Flyers. The Violets are up by 7. The score is 19-12. Now or never for Nazareth here. Ooh, oh my goodness. Back-to-back-to-back aces. That's 3 in a row for Oshetsky. You can see the serve-receive line of the Eagles on their heels just because of how hard Oshetsky's serve normally comes in. He takes them off, secures 20 points for the Violets in the third set.
3 aces in a row on 3 serves for Oshetsky.
Ooh.
Foot fault by Oshetsky.
Goes a little bit onto the court. Toss was a little bit too in front of him. A great service run by him. Allowing the Violets to be able to play with a little bit more confidence. They have a 7-point lead.
Serve by Wickens is passed by Oshetsky. Wynn's gonna go to Evans on the slide. Wickens out of the back row now, triple block.
Soft block by Cohen. That's his 3rd of the night. Oh my God, Cohen really showing up for one of his last matches at the John A. Paulson Center. That's senior middle blocker Buddy Cohen.
3 guys up on that, along with Cohen, Boyer, and Evans, all 3 getting the assist
Serving
on that block.
Warder misses. Free point for the Flyers. Murphy is exactly who you want to be serving back there for your team right now. He's done such an incredible job going on service runs for Nazareth.
Murphy floats it over past Biaszewski. Wind's going to go to the middle. Kagan!
There he is. First kill of the night. Number 4 in the nation for hitting percentage, Kagan. What a kill. Evans back to serve. Wind back in the front row for the Violets. 3 points to go for the bid.
Evans floats it over to Wickens. Out of the middle, Kagan gets the block.
Violets are really feeling themselves towards the end of this third set. The crowd is standing up, 2 points to go.
And the Violets are gonna sub in number 17, Krish Vasan.
First year for Emerson Evans. 9 points down. The Golden Flyers are winding down here. What a floater, Wickens.
Boyer out of system, just wide. Little bit communication issues there for the Violets.
Lasan will stay in the game for Emerson Evans.
Looks like Wynn is gonna be hitting.
Yeah, it looks like Vasan is running the offensive system for the Violets here in the last 2 points to go to defend their number 1 spot in the UVC.
Berta with the serve into the net.
A really tough spot to miss your serving. Gives them 1 point to go. We have the standing up for this one.
Pass by Wickens. Berta gonna go to Wickens out of the back row, tips it over.
And a kill. As a graduate student on his last leg here, you can definitely see a little bit of urgency. 24-16, 1 point to go, one side out to go.
Served by Bertino, passed by Knutson. They're gonna go back to Wynn. Takes a swing, dug up. Out of the back row, Bertino is rejected.
Blocked straight down by Kagan. What a way to end the UVC championships. The Violets defend their number 1 spot and secure a bid to the NCAA tournament, which will take place next weekend. Shout out to Nazareth for putting up a great fight. They really deserved and fought their way up to be able to play in this championship match. Following, we will be having an award ceremony announcing the MVP and crowning NYU Violets as the number 1 team in the UVC. And we will be right back for that. Thank you for joining us for the match. And we are just about ready to get started on the awards ceremony. NYU just punched their ticket for the NCAA tournament.
Picking up the runners-up trophy for Nazareth is Andrew Bodenstein, Owen Wickens, and Max Stuber.
Congratulations to them. I mean, once again, they've put up such a fantastic fight, defeating number 9 in the nation, Vassar, to have an opportunity to play against the Violets today. And they've put up an incredible fight today as well against the number 1 ranked team in the nation. And there's your host of the tournament. The NYU Violets being crowned for their win on the season, UVC championships here. Very impressive by them. They've only dropped 1 set in the entire tournament against New Paltz. Championship game, they swept number 2 coming in, Nazareth. Each player on the team is being recognized for their contributions. Got an opportunity to interview Coach Jose Pina before the match and asked him what it meant to be able to host this tournament, what it meant to the NYU community to be able to host this tournament for the first time in 12 years. I mean, he's just really glad that, I mean, it's been such a long time. He mentioned the NYU community is able to kind of watch some high-level volleyball, some of the best teams at the D3 level. And yeah, he's just really excited for the community, the parents to come out. They get to see different aspects of the game. And there are the seniors. Oshetsky, Boyer, Knudsen, Kagan being taped up right now, and Cohen. One of their last matches in Paulson, a little bit emotional for them. They have been such a key contributors to the success of the Violets. Once again, Jose Pina, one of the most successful classes in NYU men's volleyball history. Last year they led the team to the Final Four. All 5 seniors, significant contributors. They're all starters. They've done such an amazing job.
Getting the MVP award for this championship tournament, none other than the Violets, Emerson Evans, leading them in kills for both games they've played in this tournament.
I mean, at a sophomore, getting a most valuable player award is just so incredible, so inspiring. The first match, he had 19 kills, and in the second match, especially towards the end, he really showed up for the Violets. Well-deserved most valuable player. Congratulations to the Violets once again. They've had such an incredible journey, 25-0 now. Really excited to see their action in the NCAA tournament. Next week, they're going to be a force coming in, playing some of the best teams in the nation. And thank you for joining us this weekend. What an incredible weekend of volleyball we've had for the UVC championships.